My beautiful stars, reading time. We're going to do a what you think is going on versus what's really going on. When I get called to do this, right, collective, you're clearly stuck in your mind a little bit, maybe mistaking your overthinking for your intuition. So let's get into it. What you think is going on around you right now. Okay, so, this is good. Steady movement forward. Oh, wow. Okay. Right, collective, especially with these two, you clearly think you're on a divine journey, a twin flame journey, as they would say. But right now you've got steady movement forward, going the distance, a direct route, things that you think you can't, you're realizing that you can. You do feel like you're on track. Okay, deeply committed, uncommon bond. You're manifesting your deepest desires right now, all in for what you love. You're reawakening lost hope currently in your twin flame dynamic, your soul connection, that you think this person's the one. You guys are a pair of things. You're a deep soul connection, and this is blooming. Okay. I'm staring at this word enduring. Clearly you've been enduring on this path. But the right collective, you do believe that it's all for something, okay? That this will stabilize, that there's security here, that you're being tested with your willpower and your persistence and your perseverance in life. But you do believe this is something that will eventuate and become very long-lasting. Don't make it fit. This is the right collective. What you think right now is going on around you energetically. I'm not going to lie, this is very positive. It's nice. But again, we're doing a clarity reading. Okay, so you are sitting in a bit of temptation at the moment. You've got the magnet here. So there is longing going on. There's a desire here. You feel there's a gravitational pull towards this person right now. So maybe they're on your mind a bit more than usual. But there's a yearning. And I feel this is more, you believe this person yearns for you, especially if you're feeling yearning. But maybe there's a field of influence around this person, around your connection right now. I always say true divines, you guys definitely have some societal blockages and opinions that float around. Hold on, I just want to see what you think is going on in your connection, because this is all very positive, but for some reason I don't feel, especially with this. Anyway, let's just see what you think is going on in your connection. Okay, there it is, the reminiscing. So you do think this person's accessing you right now, that they're looking at your photos, that they're missing you, that they're going through nostalgia. Why did I just hear dream state? Maybe you just dreamt of this person, or there's a reason I heard that. You could have had a dream of this person last night or over the past couple, that they're about to express themselves. So this collective, this reawakening lost hope, maybe you just heard just how positive this is. Maybe you did just hear from this. I just heard 3. You could have heard from this person in the last 3 days, or maybe it's 3. Anyway, just hold on. One more for love call. Okay, not just yet. So this is about presenting like they're having a good time with friends. So maybe you yourself maybe came across certain photos or something on socials or along the grapevine that shows this person's out kind of enjoying themselves right now. I think this is more... Hold on, let's get one more. Okay, maybe you question if they've aligned with, this is the date card, wanting to date, flirt and all of that, yes, but maybe you think that this person, I just can't see how you think they've moved on if they're thinking of you when they're going to express their love. This row is a bit confusing because this card says time with friends, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. So maybe you think friendships, especially with this field of influence, is maybe stopping them from expressing their love. Like I said, we'll break everything down with what's really going on. This is just to confirm the right collective's energy. Let's get 2 more for your top row. Yeah, separation. That's what I feel. I don't feel this person's in your, I don't think they're in your energy. I think you believe that they crave you though, okay? There's sadness around them. They're missing you. They're unsure of the future, unsure of how to approach you, but they unconditionally love you. Don't make it fit. Okay, photographs. This also says wanting to make new memories. Okay, but they get triggered. So they get triggered. So even though you have belief they feel this way, I think sometimes this is beautiful here, but I'm not going to lie, I do think this collective sometimes you question. You clearly have had a few obstacles, which all divines do, but when they reminisce, maybe you think they're still in the mode of trying to distract and push you away, especially if you think they're out there just trying to avoid their emotion with friendships or, you know, doing whatever they do. But when they reminisce, they start to get triggered and they start to shut down emotionally. All right, this one row that's confusing me, please confirm. Yeah, that they like, you've got 2 about this person wanting to, romance is blooming again, fun flirting, wanting to date. I think this row really confirms this collective. You think what stops this person is the opinions. I think deep down you think that this person checks in on you, they watch from the sidelines, they think about you, they want to let you know, but they're choosing friendships or certain situations over this connection. Do not make it fit. Separation. All right, yeah, so through this separation, there's still this insane chemistry that you like each other equally, okay, that they want to, again, have fun, start to, you know, reignite this, but maybe that they're unsure about where you stand, and that's another reason that they have a little bit of fear. And then this unconditional love. Okay, that they will come in with clarity and truth, that you guys will have a revelation here, that this is protected, that this connection's protected, and you've both gone through what you've gone through to find your power and strength in life. All right. It's odd because this collective, I wanted to do what you think is going on, not how you think they feel versus how they really feel. But this here, you definitely very love focused, this collective, although you could really feel like you are moving forward in other areas of your life. But as well, you, as if you think there's, I always talk about that magnetic pull, and sometimes we mistake it for our intuition when it's really just testing our strength. Let it be testing you in temptation to reach out, or testing you with certain temptations that you know aren't the best for you, eating habits, dietary, whatever it is. You yourself would be being tested with temptation right now, okay? All right, steady movement forward. Wow, so you feel there's something here detail, because this is about your connection to source. You're evolving, you're having spiritual growth right now. So there's some form of ignition in your mind. Let it be your downloads, your channels, your dream state. And I always say, when your intuition's in full force, the universe tries to give you examples in the physical. So those aha moments, you think of a song that plays next on your playlist, or you think of someone, they pop up on your phone, you're on your feed and you're doing the intuition test, you're always getting them right. Or you put on a movie you've never seen and it's like, you know what the person's going to say before they say it, or you know how the movie's going to end before it, these are just examples, but they're examples for a reason. Or you're driving and you just know you're going to see a certain number plate number, or you're going to bump in, whatever the case is. When your intuition is in full force, the universe gives you examples so you can trust in it, right? For this collective to think you've got steady movement forward, not just on your journey, but your connection to source right now. You would have had aha moments just before this reading. We say for readings for you, it should take you to memories. It should take you to those moments. It should, so like literally just before you started watching this, or the past couple days, you've had a moment of thinking, oh my God, my intuition's so strong at the moment. Right, collective, you'll know what I'm saying. This is also a card of fertility. So there's something in you right now. Maybe you really believe you're supposed to have a child with this person, or you're coming into a very fertile season, or maybe you're questioning here if it's something to do with children. Okay. But you can feel you're grounded, because this is also a card of health. So there's something with the right collective when it comes to your health. I wouldn't say health anxiety, but especially with this deviation about magnetic pull, you've also got something on your mind with health. But your personal growth, you're starting to feel rooted, you're starting to feel grounded, you're starting to, again, you're seeing a transformation in your spiritual journey. You can see you're evolving, you're connecting your past life timelines, and especially through the dream state. I talk about dream state all the time. As we can have prophetic dreams, so future timelines, you also clear out past timelines. When you're having dreams and they're like riddles, but there's karmic, like let's say exes, family members, your current person, whatever it is that's coming to your dream state, you're clearing off karmic timelines. So there's something about your past lives right now, multiversal happening at once though, that you can feel there's certain things in your purple curtain, that justice card, our purple curtain, our karma that carries from life after life. You feel there's some form of clearing taking place at the moment. Deeply, but birthdays, specific dates: 3rd of the 5th, 5th of the 3rd, 5th of the 7th, 7th of the 5th, 10. What confirms 10? Okay, so you've got the, whoa. You've got the he's also my ritualist, the Hierophant. You could be a practicing witchy poo, but there's something about your programming, your belief system that's transforming. This makes sense with the reawakening lost hope, manifesting your deepest desires. You're activating your Hierophant energy within. That thumb just came up. I wasn't even holding my thumb up. There's something about you right now when it comes to, I always say he's at the top of the pack. You're finding real strength in your center right now, your spiritual center. Hold on, I want one more for this Hierophant. The Crow. I think the right collective, you definitely practice magic, because that was the first thing that came to my mind. But there's a remembrance. You're magical and powerful right now. There's certain things that I wouldn't, of course, mystery, especially this journey, but there's just certain things with this collective's intuition right now that you can feel. It's like this deep, profound activation taking place, a new event or happening that's coming. You're very observant. at the moment. So the signs, the synchronicities, maybe you're getting different signs and synchronicities than you normally do. But the crow, that could be a significant sign in itself. You could hear a crow as you're watching this. 22nd of the 10th, 22nd of October, birthday memory. You could be watching this at 10:22. All right, this twin card. Swans could be a sign for you. The Magic card. This collective, you're a practitioner, but you could feel intuitively maybe there's energetic. Hold on. I want to get these decks. This is about brew alchemizing. You're alchemizing energy, but you're breaking things down the right way. Spell work, potions. You got the crow and the mortar and pestle, 10/10 or 6th of October, 10th of June, another important memory or birthday. What do you think you're alchemizing right now? The reason I got this, I feel this collective, you may be doing protection work or past life clearing work. There's something here that I feel you're doing. So, details. Right now, the right collective, the reason you're working with your magical energy is you feel like someone's causing you to feel lightheaded. You could be getting severe headaches or migraines, which are not normal for you. Okay, maybe you feel there's some friends around you that are holding a grudge towards you right now, interfering in your energy or connection. You do think friendships are interfering from this person's end, so it could be their friends that you think are accessing you as well. But this is a good one. So again, I think it's more you're clearing your energy, protecting your energy. You're distancing yourself from, I guess, drama. Okay, maybe you're thinking about taking a break, but you're focusing on self-love, self-care, self-indulgence. Beautiful. You're wanting to do things that make you happy. So even though this is around you, the right collective, you believe, because remember, this is what you think is going on. There's people accessing you. So you, Hierophant, this brew card and this crow, you're doing stuff, don't make it fit, to protect your energy, your home right now. Let it be eggplant. I give example all the time. All right, one more. Toxicity. Be careful to alcohol. There is something here, bad habit-wise, health-wise, you're wanting to clear, or whatever you see as bad traits, especially if it's out of the norm for you. I always say when people are accessing your energy, let's say you start eating differently, or you start drinking and you don't even drink, or you get tempted to do this, it normally is a really big sign of who is accessing your energy. So if out of nowhere you've wanted to overindulge in alcohol, this says, like, if that's out of the norm for you, you know, this is not me. What's going on here? I want one more. So you think people are really, I don't want to say hating your path and your beautiful creative mind, but you definitely feel there's judgment from external when it comes to the path you've chosen in life, the person you are, your beautiful mind. You do feel there could be opinions around you. Okay. I love this. So underneath the anchor, you got the stars, the miracle card. So you do believe with your endurance, everything you're dedicating to, your wishes are going to come true. You're going to receive a miracle here. This is about falling in love again, hope, blessed. It says nighttime. I say midnight magic. The night sky could really captivate you. And last one, magnetic pull. Oh, there's a few, but I'm going to get them. So you got the eagle, the bird of truth, but this is beautiful. It is about clear vision, and it's about opportunities and new hope, another card of longevity. I do believe that this gravitational pull that you're feeling right now, when you're in a centered state and in belief, you really do believe your vision is clear, okay? That Chariot energy is all around this. But also about willpower, mental discipline, perseverance. There is a detail here, this collective. You know deep in your soul there's some things you need to start readjusting yourself, okay? But butterfly, so the metamorphosis, embracing evolution of the soul, all right? You're rising up from the ashes. You've been reinventing yourself. And I do believe you think this person is as well. So I just want to get what you think this person, their intention is. And then we're gonna actually, sorry, I'm staring at those. I just want to see what animal energy you think you're in right now, and then I'm going to get what you think this person's intention is, and then we're going to break down what's really going on around you, not just with this, but everything. Wow, divine, there is something here about your spiritual connection right now to source. He's the hawks could be a sign. You could have just seen one. They are the divine messenger, divinity itself. Okay, I think you finally feel your luck is starting to change. Maybe you have felt that luck has not been on your side for a while. Hold on. Okay, the hawk, watchful, all-seeing, messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch out every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail. That crow, very observant right now. So you really believe what you're feeling is on the money. Every detail as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly, though it may seem small or insignificant, all the signs you're seeing. You're really, I just think this collective, again, it's that crow energy. You're just really, you're seeing things differently right now, which is beautiful. It will eventually redirect your course in life. When in balance, you see clearly, you're intuitive. When you're out of balance, you see too much and you're suspicious. All right, let's get this. Did I go past? There it is. Okay, this is what you think is redirecting though. The restlessness, the change of focus, lost in the current. Like I said, I think for a long time you feel you've had kind of luck against you, but these two together, this is what you think is starting to shift, which means you're really coming into some form of internal power, especially with that Hierophant energy. The fish loves to be subsumed in life's in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement, and more movement. Maybe you've been stuck for a while. This journey does make us feel stuck. The roaming lifestyle of the fish is exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to wariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibility out there in most waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Spend some time with the lunar forces, dear fish, as the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul, especially with that Hierophant. Like I said, he's my ritualist. Maybe you've been spending a lot of time with our Mother Moon of recent, but when you're in balance, you're adaptable. You're starting to adapt. You're traveling through this journey well, but when you're out of balance, distracted, change your mind often. And remember at the start, I said, it's like when you're focused, great, but sometimes it's 50-50. But this collective, clearly it's the lack of movement in the past or even currently that triggers a state of restlessness in you, which means now especially with this, when it comes to the lack of movement, time doesn't cause restlessness anymore. The right collective, you're starting to surrender to the time of your journey, which is a big phase you guys all need to go through, which is beautiful. All right, so let's get this person's, what you think their intention is. All right, they're surrendering. If you've just come into this big surrender, of course you're going to feel what's going on their end. Why has this come over me? Something's gone, something must have happened on their end. But I will say this, if you're in a true state of surrender, what they're doing shouldn't cross your mind. Just as a side note, okay, if you're in a true state of surrender, what's going on with them? It shouldn't even be. So maybe there's still a little bit of you. Yes, you're surrendering to time, but still maybe the movement, the lack of movement, trickle in at times. That changing the mind when the koi fish is out of balance. I'm ready to surrender myself to our connection. I will no longer run away from it, and I will no longer deny it. I'm trusting in the universe and our love for one another. Cancer, they could be a Cancer, you could be a Cancer, but the energy of this card, I was always so hot and cold with you, and I know that was confusing. Our connection was too much for me to handle, and that was the only way I could deal with it. So remember, this is what you think their intention is. They're taking accountability for the hot and coldness. This collective, in your heart, your mind, your soul, you have understanding for the hot and cold. Again, you're probably taking it down to the journey or the trauma that needs to be healed. I'm not here to tell you how to feel. I'm here to confirm it, okay? But that they see you as their magical muse. So they've grown through you. You've inspired them to change. Number 64, favorite angel number 85 and 22. You could be seeing 222 a lot. I became inspired, or 64 a lot, or even 85. Or you could be born in 85. This person could be. I became inspired by your presence, your energy, and your beauty. Or 8th of the 5th, 5th of the 8th. That came to my mind specifically for a reason. Without you, I am missing. Or that could have been an important memory or date here. I am missing my tools to create my next masterpiece, and a big yes at the bottom. Okay. Now, let's see what's really going on with this beautiful collective. Virgo at the bottom. Okay. First, I want to get tarot for you guys. What's really going on? What's really going on? Wow. That's good. This is a card of reunion here. But 7 of coins. Well, we know you've been persevering. Perseverance, long-term view, things coming to fruition. Harvest season. I'm going to be honest, reading your energy, beautiful, but I wasn't feeling that. But you've also got 3 of coins here. This is good. Hold on. I want one more for this 7 of coins. Really a card of synergy. 3 different masterminds coming together to make a masterpiece, but they're synergized. Is that a word? Very like, even though chalk and cheese, very like-minded. I will say this though, just side note, work-wise, I do think there's some good things, especially that end, that might be flourishing right now. Oh, I'm going to read that both ways. Ace of coins. I do think there are some things you still need to put under review, but I do think things are stabilizing. I always say that Ace of coins, gosh, it tests our commitment, but when that lands, when that grounds, You feel like you've been touched from the heavens. That's a miracle card for me. So there is something here. There's still a few things that stop avoiding. Don't procrastinate on, but literally, as I said, I think something big's coming work-wise for you. You got an Ace of Coins that came out. So I do think right now your main focus, and I don't think this person's your main focus, but there was a lot about this connecting energy. I think that focus needs to go on you at the moment, because they're trying to release something very big right now. But things that have been unstable for you, I think you're about to ground some big things here. Even soul tribe, I'm hearing with this, you could actually be coming into alignment with some pretty significant people that are meant to be on your path in life very soon as well. Okay, you do need to still work a little bit. That's that koi fish. Right now, as you're watching this, there's a balance over you, but there's clearly something with this collective, and I find most of Divine's Temperance in reverse. It's a real card of impatience, right? And excess, and that needing to know what's coming next, getting triggered by things that aren't tangible. I do think you're still going to have lessons with patience, especially a Seven of Coins journey. It's not there, but it teaches us perseverance. It teaches us that with that anchor energy you're working on. I think this collective, it's like you feel you're there, but I do think there's still a little bit of things that are imbalanced in your life that are going to start stabilizing, but you need to be prompt with decisions as well. Okay, you got to stop canceling out your intuition and just get it done. All right, let's confirm. Okay, when it comes to your masculine, let's put this Emperor in reverse. And that's what I was feeling. I do think there's going to be change when we tap into this connection. Are they ready for this reuniting? Are they ready for... I'm going to be honest, I'm on the fence with. I do think this person's still a little bit inflexible in their ways, and it's beautiful that you've, starting to have an understanding and a true understanding of this journey. But I do think this collective, you might think they're a lot more in their energy than they actually are. Although I haven't confirmed it yet, but it's coming to my mind. I do think that that where you feel this person goes out to distract their emotion, I think they still do that. Okay, do you pop in their mind? I definitely believe you do. Are they at the point of reunion as such? I don't think so. Another thing I am hearing here, this Emperor in reverse, it's a lot about absent father, father issues, trauma with your father. And if you've had intuition, this is something that needs to be addressed or healed, because this is what's really going on in your energy. Maybe this is something, instead of focusing on reuniting with person, maybe there's something here, and there's a reason it's coming out for this collective. If it's not possible, it wouldn't be coming to my mind. I don't need people saying, oh, not your reading. For the right collective, this is a big one, okay? But even you, the Emperor in reverse, he's undisciplined. There's something about you as a collective I definitely think that you saw in life, but you do need, that's a big thing here. And the right collective, you know it. There's some discipline that's needed right now in certain daily habits, organization, and structure. Beautiful. Okay, so this, lovers, you are right. It is germinating, and I think we're kind of halfway there. Lovers in reverse, a lot of imbalance, discord, trust issues, a lot of stuff to sort out, right? Lovers upright, duality, harmony, peaceful. It's really reminds me of soul contract kind of love, okay? I do think when it comes to this person being your divine, that's not the issue. I actually think this collective, you're right, and I will confirm, is everything ironed out yet? No. And that's what I felt with this. I think we're kind of maybe a little bit more than halfway there, but this is still germinating. I think your harvest season that you're feeling is actually coming more from Pentacles, believe it or not. But is this starting to come back into alignment? I do believe so. Like I said, I will confirm. Okay. All right, so there is something coming into synergy with this person and other things, that unanswered questions. We know that's this person, okay? So the flippant, the nothing to say, feeling a little bit ghosted per se, them not speaking their truth, nothing to say, the flippant, the unanswered question. This is starting to synergize, but it's coming together slowly, okay? And this is why I just think for this collective, that doesn't need to be your focus. And I don't your main focus, but you've still got to work a little bit on your impatience here. So right now, as you're watching this, you feel centered, but you might have a trigger coming up soon. Okay. I want one more for that. Yeah, 9 of Swords. So there could be a little bit of a trigger, but remember, I always say this one reminds me a little bit of victim mentality, because yes, it's the psychological trauma, the lost hope. You're reawakening hope right now, but you could release it. Okay, no point in stressing. Write down how you're feeling right now and turn back to it when this comes over you. Turn back to your positive outlook. Okay. Again, biggest trigger point for this collective is when there's a lack of movement. It's not your ego's time, it's divine's time. You got to let this heal. You can't be with someone you don't trust. You can't be with someone that there's discord and imbalance when you're trying to face a challenge. You really believe in this journey. You should also believe in surrendering to the divine. All right. Plane taking off. Perfect. High Priestess. So you've said whatever's coming to fruition with your Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. Beautiful. And your connection is truly strengthening. You're diving deep here. Trusting your inner knowing. You are going through a powerful transformation. Very powerful. But there's still some things that are a mystery, but that's okay. It's that unicorn energy. Just because you can't see it doesn't make it not real. All right, what are you impatient with your person? And it's funny because I always say the energy of it, King of Pentacles, sometimes he's loyal or trusting to a fault. And I think this is where the mind ache comes. Sometimes you question your loyalty and your trust because of the lack of movement, but they're just saying it's coming from a triggered place that they're trying to heal in you. Oh, I'm slow-mo. Just remember with this, because they're clearly trying to teach you a lesson for this collective with time of things and even excess of things. It's not creator's fault. It's not your person's fault. It's no one's fault. It's not even your fault when certain things are at halt. They're just wanting you to learn the lesson. I always say until we master that emotion, it's just we're going to keep getting that fire to teach us, right? This collective, when it comes to your impatience with things, how it can create an imbalance for you, it's not about questioning your loyalty or your trust to the journey. It's just truly learning that sovereignty and just to surrender and believe. If you are really on this kind of path as well, remember, Ace of Pentacles, High Priestess, he's the one that sits on the top of his mountain, having his cake, eating it too, castle in the background. Okay, that doesn't come easily in life. It takes time, it takes commitment. Okay, whatever is going on in your divine journey or in your soul contract, I always say through separation, You guys have things in your personal contract that you have signed off that need to be completed before this comes in. That's no one's fault. It's not you failing lesson. It's nothing. It's just when each lesson comes and unfortunately we fall back into the same habits, it just prolongs our timeline. It's not about the blame game. It's just, okay, how can I see this in a different outlook? To be like this, to gain this, to have my true connection, to finally get it right this lifetime around. That's going to take some time. I just need to be patient. I surrender to my creator. It's not my plan, it's their plan, and I trust in it. Okay, for the right collective. Okay. Now let's just quickly get these, and then I just want to confirm your animal energy, and then we'll break down this connection. What's really around? What's really going on? Your sun energy, your yang energy. So again, you really are coming into balance right now. This is powerful. You're going through a self-realization. So you're right. You're well directed right now. Your creative force is flowing. Your true identity is shining through. Okay. You're purpose driven. So that's what you need to focus on. Don't let your pride or ego get in the way with time, because that's all it is. So you do have communication coming, the letter, okay, making contact, certain news is on its way, communication, writing. 27th of July could be an important memory or birthday, but in other areas as well. This collective, you've got something with your pentacles, the things that stabilize us, ground us in life, that are really shining full force with what's really going on. Why am I actually seeing a handwritten letter right now? Like I'm actually seeing a handwritten letter. Wow, literally born to be a boss, a CEO. Business things are booming for this, or they're definitely about to. Boss, CEO, life coach, mama bear, finances, benefits, protective, you're strong. 15th of October could be another important memory or birthday. Bears could be significant. Literally just heard the name bear. You're learning in your time. I haven't heard this. I haven't heard this for a long time. I've got a collective here, and your time alone is where you build your greatness and your empire. Your time alone is what's meant to change your whole life. Your time alone in your soul contract is literally where your soul evolves to your higher self. This collective, your time alone was to break free from the hierarchy, the belief system, the programming. Look at who you were born to be. Your time alone was to teach you freedom and independence. Your time alone was to teach you sovereignty. Your time alone was your self-discovery. Remember that. So don't be impatient with it. Be enthralled by it. Appreciate it. Because until you finish what you're meant to in your time alone, you mastering your path, no one else is putting you on hold. You need to master it. So clearly that's why for this collective, the right collective, your big boom when it comes to your Ace of Pentacles actually comes before you're reuniting. And look what's on its way. Your big boom. So just remember that. Has this been ticked off just yet? And Paris, the Eiffel Tower, that could be significant. But 19th of June, another important memory or birthday. staring at this legal. There could be legal things around you. Maybe not you as a person, but around you as well. Family, this person. Oh my gosh. Truth. And you can feel it. This is what's real. You're phoenixing. Powerful. Death, rebirth, catalyst of your true heart's awakening. You're rising up from the ashes the right way. Total transformation, complete renewal. Number 25. Phoenixes could be important to you too. Tattoo. Powerful. All right, let's confirm. Why am I seeing Mars with that? Is that Mars? I'm hearing Mars. You could be a 9. Like, no. Okay, so this is where, don't focus on this. So the ego, the pride, and you can see it when you think about your person. The excuses. Oh, is it because of friends? F that. Who cares? Like I said, you've really surrendered. Who cares what they're doing? This self-interest, deceit, their sleight of hand, something that doesn't need to be, that'll be illuminated. That's the belief system you're breaking free from. Why bother? Why bother thinking about that? You could have just seen a fox as well. 14th of September, birthday, memory, or a person's birthday. You got the tree. So underneath this, making all of this, you're right, okay, but your connection to source, that tick on the money. Grounded, fertility. You could be right here. 5th of July, 7th of May, but your personal growth, your past life energy, your past life karma, you're ticking off, you're evolving. Your personal growth, that's, yeah, you can feel it in this collective. All right, boss. Emperor, 100%. You are meant to build an empire. This is you, okay? Powerful, independent, and with this, assertive, leader, impatient, this card says. We know that. But you don't need to be impatient. You just embrace day by day. Don't think about the future. Don't live in the past. Live in the now. And this is the next 7 days. Something could be taking off business-wise. Oh my God. So it is coming. But is it... remember the deviation for this. Remember the deviation. This communication card I don't like. And I felt that with this person's energy. They're evolving. Doesn't mean it's time though. Have you ticked off what you need to tick off? Communication, negotiating, but this person's nervous. Flighty, yes, making contact, text and call. But there's still problems here. This is going to create doubt. So no bigger sign than our body's emotion. Just because someone contacts you, it doesn't mean it's time for union. I say it all the time. And if this person, yes, they want to talk about the misunderstandings, the indecisive stuff. Does it feel right though? We're going to break them down into detail, but... anyway, Phoenix. I want 2 for Phoenix. Oh, go grab a book. Go grab a book. This is that card. That mystery. We keep bringing it up. So turn to page 1026. Whatever that first line is, it's a message from your angels. Write it in the comments if this whole reading has aligned to you. What's been hidden, the mystery, the secrets, the unknown. It's all phoenixing. But you just need to be patient, okay? It's developing. Literally, it's developing. Air sign. Another card of communicate. You've got communication. You've got 3 cards here. 3 or 4. You got 3 cards here of communication. But it's still developing. Developing self-love. Self-love. Okay. Moon underneath. Still some mysteries here. I want one more. Yeah, handle carefully. Handle carefully. My advice, choose you. That's from what I can see. Okay. Your win, your victory comes first. Have you had your win, your victory? Be honest with yourself. It's clearly this collective, it's, do I say, you need discernment. Very unique situation, truly. Find you like this much of the population. Okay. All right. I just want to get an animal card for you first, and then we are going to and then we'll break this person down. The teacher, the fox. And it's funny, this is, okay, that other fox is about this is beautiful. You are the different energy, this fox with the clairvoyant. So you just need to trust. It's actually a really good card. Doesn't surprise me with this collective. Did I go past it? I probably went past it. Hold on a second. Smart, strong partner or mate, wise teacher. The fox is an enchanting creature with plenty of mystic to go around. Fox personalities are skillful in business and can make great teachers. They are quick to learn and adapt well to new situations. Foxes are ideal life partners. That King of Pentacles energy, as they commit to relationships for the long term. And their natural charisma keeps things exciting. Fox energy helps us stay true to those most dear to us, your loyalty. When this card appears, reconnect to those you love. Foxes don't do well when they slip away. This is why you got such a big test with your patience. You wouldn't be someone that's had a string of relationships. When you're in, you're all in. Magical and ingenuous teacher and monogamous. So loyalty is a big thing to you. I want one more. Oh, look, of course. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not real. One of a kind. Remember that about yourself. You don't give up. You have your blood of fire and steel for a reason. You are the buffalo. Anything this collective you put your mind to, especially with this loyalty you have in your blood, not just to others, but to yourself, could achieve anything. You're a born winner. Okay, let's get into it. So let's see how this person's truly feeling right now. Oh, you got the moonlight. Nice. Oh, well, you know that. The moon represents our emotion. The moonlight is a reflection of our love. Just this in itself shows they're not ready. Yes, they watch you. Yes, they keep tabs on you. Still broken. They can watch you, but they don't have the confidence to come. They probably even watch you on burners. Probably don't even have the confidence to watch you on their own profile. Checking on your social media has become a new daily habit of theirs. Gossip, the friends. So you are right. But that means they're still reliant. They're still more worried about how people will perceive this connection than choosing you. That's their they have to deal with, not yours. Oh God, that's how imbalanced they are. They want They want you to be their life partner. They want to marry you. They want to offer you the world. Oh, but how people? What are people going to say about it? Confused. Taking the next steps in this relationship. Let's move in together and get married. But yet they watch on, this isn't this. If this was that, you'd have divine masculine. They wouldn't be this. They'd be locked in. They'd be banging down your door. They wouldn't stop. This is a good card. They're breaking free from the illusions. That's good. Lies and illusions have held me back from seeing the truth. I was unable to see the reality here. But they're still a bit in the illusion. I just want to make that clear. Moonlight. Karmic energies. I've got karmic attachments that won't let me go. They're causing chaos and drama, but they still care so much about these people's opinions. So what, they'd rather just stare at the moon and think about you and stay in their BS. That means this person's afraid of change. They're afraid of stepping outside of their comfort zone, their own trauma to deal with. Watching. Good. Oh, that makes sense. Not that it's good, but they're growing from you by watching you. So whatever you post, that you grow them. You feed my mind and nourish my soul. Your energy helps me keep going. So this is why they watch you. At least they're not watching in a weird way, trying to check and get information. They're watching you because you do nourish their soul. I don't mind that, Ro. Still not right, but I don't mind that, Ro. I want one more for that. The Divine's plan. And I find most Divines, especially second wavers, you get online for this reason. They grow from you. This isn't what they know. This is the Divine's message for this row, right? The Divine always delivers in divine timing. Be patient, trust the process. 11:11. It's I guess part of your story, the part of your path for them to grow from you. All right, gossip. Don't like this row. Whatever comes with it. Energy. Oh, that's actually good. It's changing. It's shifting. The energy's shifting. I'm not going to say I've transformed in my higher self, but they're transforming. So by watching you, I think they're starting to break free from the opinions, but they're still there. I've transformed into my higher self because of you. Your energy is changing me. 50-50. Proposal. I love that card. Oh, they're a player. I shouldn't have said it like that, but immature lover that lacks emotional intelligence. Beware of their intentions. And I said that with this. Confused. How could you want this with someone but then still be so worried about other people? That's just an illusion. Like at the moment, okay, there's not enough. They're developing though. Trust the divine. They're actually protecting you with this one. That trust is the lovers horizontally. One more for that. But they're growing. So they're growing through it. Still not time though. You've encouraged me to look deep inside myself and discover who I really am. Work in progress is what I just heard. Illusions. Oh, God. Oh. So you're irresistible to them. So it's a very highly charged energy towards you. I cannot resist you. You are the best I've ever had. You've got my undivided attention. Not really. They're still worried about their friends. One more. Okay, that's nice. They will make you a priority eventually. I do believe that here. But as for missing peace, if they really wanted that peace back, they'd be locked in. The divine's got a hold of this because they're not ready. It's like it's stewing, but it's got to, this is not balanced yet. You're my missing piece. We were made for one another. Okay, I just quickly want to see, I just want to get 3 cards. I just want to see how they see you. They see you as the boss here. This is huge because even the universe, this is huge for this collective. Can you hear that downfall? It just started. Gods are crying. As this came out. So it's not just the universe, it's them too. Can you hear that? That comes first for this. They think you've already achieved it. Oh. They're going to have to sit front row for this one. Just saying. My angels. Big. Oh, God. This person thinks you're like soaring in life. Jupiter, you're expansive, your optimism, the way you've grown, how luck's on your side, how you've listened to this rain. As we tap into how they see you, you make them be sad. How you've made stable changes, you've hit your turning point, you're sitting in your destiny, you're a grateful person, your goodwill, your good fortune. Oh my golly gosh. Oh, how you found your childlike innocence again, your brand new, your creativity, your carefree, your new perspective. 13th to the 7th. Oh, how you're balanced, how you're centered. You're centered, you've integrated opposite forces, you're looking complete, feeling complete, you're aware, you're just right, well-being. They hold you on a bloody pedestal. I want one more. I said 3, now I'm getting 5. How you've overcome the obstacles. That buffalo energy, so they see it in you. How you remove problems, how you're indifferent with people's shit. So they just see, it's how balanced you are. 21st of August. I want one more. So no wonder they're growing from you. And the fact you don't listen to no one, they would admire that if they know it or not, because they listen to everybody. Oh, that you've moved on. They think you've moved on. That you've detached. You've completed yourself without them. You went within. Through their silence, you self-reflected. You completed yourself. Now you celebrate life. Now you think that this is over. The end. You've let this be. I need one more for that. Yeah, you solved the problem. Their game's backfired. You solved the problem. You adapted. All the unanswered questions, you gave yourself your own closure. And now they have to watch you from afar. You're a guidance system to so many, including them. Wow. You are a very powerful collective. This makes sense. They're not going to show you all their cards. No way. So if they see you like that you're done, they have an expectation you're not going to put up with their shit. And that was such a big thing I said for this collective. Self-worth. Their true intention. Destiny. Oh, God. Oh. New beginnings. They want to rebuild. What's this one? Divine. They're dreaming. Sorry. They think they're a divine masculine. Oh my God. So you can feel the shift. You can feel the shift. But you're still 4D. You still you feel the shift. Doesn't mean the shift is completely balanced though. We need to let go of our issues and work through our struggles by recognizing what went wrong and how we both played a part in it. I love you too much to let you go. Let's start anew. I feel there needs to be compromise in order for us to move forward. I will say this. I know I normally see this and think that's a bit triggering, but for some reason I keep hearing emotional intelligence. Maybe you're going to be surprised. I actually feel this is coming. I don't think you would have ever really heard this person speak like this. in order for us to move forward. We have both blamed each other and accused each other of things. I want to heal this with you. You just want to hope it's not I did this because you did that, because that's just childish. I'm working on my divine masculine side. I need to be more assertive and confident and speak up for myself. I can no longer bow out, but they still do. I can no longer bow out of things or situations when I become fearful, but fight for what I love, and that is you. Number 46, 37, 40. House number, car plate number. You could have just spent this amount of money. They could be important numbers. New beginning. Whoa. So they want a family with you. That makes sense with that child card that came out, how they see you. I miss the family we could have created, or the family that could have been. I realize I made a mistake by walking away from my happiness. You are my life partner, my other half, my confidant. Number 7. Could be a number 7. They could be. Rebuild. But they're going through towers and chaos right now. Not good. I feel my life is falling apart. I don't know what to do. Whatever can go wrong has gone wrong. But the one thing that's why they see you as so lucky. So they remember when life was good, when they were with you, that Jupiter energy. So they're looking at what would my life be like right now if I hadn't left? Memory. What would their life be like? This is important because that came out before I saw that card. Don't make it fit. Important date. So you guys around September to November. So September 22nd, November 6th, November 7th to December 21. This is when you guys would have been building something good and probably started going to shit. So because I literally heard they're reflecting what their life could have been like, right? So now that there's destruction, they're remembering better times. But then I also feel this was like when you guys were soaring and then started to fall apart. Because it's like they're tying in both memories to this memory. Right, collective, this will make sense. Right, collective, important date. 99, ending out a shit cycle. You want to hope. And number 59. Divine masculine. This one I nearly choked when I saw that. Anyway. Oh, that's good. But they're healing. Growing. Inner child healing. We like that. Oh, now I feel bad for what I just said. Oh, this card makes me upset. So they really do have self-love issues. I'm working on my self-worth. For a long time, I deemed myself as someone who didn't deserve love and happiness. I was always angry with my life and pushed love away because of it. I thought I didn't deserve it. That makes me sad. They're growing through it. Just be patient, my loves. All right. Let's get you tarot for this connection. All right, let's roll a dice. I'm going to get a big dice. Big dice. I'm asking for days here, Spirit. If 19 rolls, I'm not meant to. I don't know why I just heard 19. Or it could be 19 days. If I'm not meant to ask days, and I'll get a dice and ask for weeks. If 19 comes out. Or 18 or 19. 18 came out. I'm not meant to ask days. It was, oh gosh. 18. Nah. Okay. Weeks. If a 5 comes out, we need to ask for months. 6 came out, so 6 weeks. So what does that take you to? October. Okay. How many days is 6 weeks? What's 7 sixes? I'm terrible with all of that stuff. Yeah, action. The next 6. Ooh, Okay. I'm just going back to your part though, because you got 3 different communication cards. Unless even in the next 6 weeks this communication is not, these are good, whatever it is, it's meant to come in this way. I do think they're going to be very confident when they approach you. I do think they're going to be quite charming as well, very magnetizing. Maybe there's something, I always say she's the most attractive queen, but I think they're coming in like the energy of the Queen of Wands. I think they could look very different when you see, like, I'm seeing a physical change in this person. Not that that matters, but it's coming to my mind. Like, I think you're going to be a little bit gobsmacked. This says natural lover here. I don't think this person's coming in with trickster, manipulative energy. I'm more seeing this as whatever's coming is definitely fated, but I'm a little bit stumped right now, because whatever your next point of communication is, doesn't matter, it's not time. So why do I intuitively feel that comes before this 6 weeks? There's a reason I'm saying this, but anyway. Yeah, whoa. Oh my God, and then it split on that. 3 of Cups, 4 of Wands, but, and what else? Sun. Did you see that fly like that? When they come in 2 of Cups for me is very emotionally equal, right? So yes, it's a soulmate card. This card is all about soulmate connection, in love, union, harmony, happy relationships, reconciliation. Like, I just feel in the next 6, like when this comes, I think there's something before this point, but whatever comes before this point, it's not even valid. Maybe it shouldn't even be addressed. Like, it should just be, it's whatever's happening in 6 weeks that I think is something that is actually significant. For them to be presenting as a 2 of Cups, you're emotionally balanced, you equal. There's a duality with you guys. And then 3 of Cups, 4 of Wands, and the Sun. Like, whoa, 3 wanted to come out again. Ace of Cups, 6 of Cups, and Empress. Whatever comes in 6 weeks. Pure intention, a cup of true love and emotion, very feminine energy approaching you too, which means compassion, sensitivity, nurturing, caring energy, right? A lot of stillness here. A lot of coming through with nostalgia, very deep conversation, right? Thumb. 6 weeks, I'm hearing tick. Right now, whatever's coming right now, sorry, but truth. Even that's where your harvest season comes. But even this, I don't think they're going to be forcing anything. I think they're going to give you room to breathe. I think they're going to be willing to put in the perseverance and the determination that needs to be put in. It's not kind of my way or the highway, or them chucking a tantrum if you're not responding in prompt time, or they're playing the block game because they're not getting what they want. I think this person's coming in knowing they need patience with you, knowing they need to dedicate here, knowing they need to germinate, knowing they need to grow. Okay, so it's not just them wanting to go 0 to 100 or chucking a tantrum if that doesn't happen. One more. 8 of Wands. Perfect. When I'm reading love, I say 8 love arrows. Good news. Rapid alignment. Rapid transformation. There could be trouble that's entailed here as well. 6 weeks, green tick. I'm going to say it again. Miracle. Anything before then, I'm just here for advice. I wouldn't even pay attention to it. Okay. You. Even in you. Good. I actually love this. You're going to want to keep this stuck a little bit. Perfect. Right now, if this happens, you're not going to keep nothing stuck. This one, you're going to have an epiphany here, an aha moment, but you're going to focus on you. All the self-reflection that's going to take place through this. You're not going to be blinded by words or validation or flattery. I think you decide to, you know what, and again, that's not there, but I'm going to keep this in. I want to see the action. I don't want to see the words. I want to see the action. Love that. You've got a different perspective. Okay, you're letting go of the conclusion. You're sitting in the now. You delay this a bit. That's what, there's a reason for everything. Whatever's coming now, you're going to feel anxious, like you want to whatever comes here, you're actually going to take a moment to think, oh, hold on a minute. Start! Yes, the serenity, the peace, the calm. You're going to feel different. So, perfect example, whatever comes first, if you're anxious, overwhelmed, heart palpitating from here to bloody China, can't put your phone down, obsessive thinking, that's your internal compass going, stay away, trauma. When it comes through and you want to choose stillness, when you feel calm and peace and serenity, that is your green light. Okay? Just here for advice. But wishes coming true. Again, that and the Ace of Coins, for me, I've allocated as my miracle cards. King of Wands. So you got the pairing too. But you're going to be looking for an honorable approach. But you've literally, so you got the passion pairing, the fire pairing. Whoa. Keep that a bit sacred for a while, just saying. You got the pairing that leads with the flame. But this one says independent. You're going to be noticing if there's controlling behavior. There's a reason I just said with this. It's not my way or the highway. They're going to be patient. All right, one more for you. This is going to be a long bloody reading. Rebirth. Perfect. You've gone through your ending. This is, you're going to be looking for new beginning. You're going to realize I can't repeat the same cycle here. You're going to notice what needs to be noticed. Through this ending, the transformation for the new beginning, you're going to remember the pain and the hurt. This is why you choose to go slow. You're not blinded by love no more. But the unexpected change and growth is going to blow you away. Blow this collective away. All right. Next 6 weeks. World! Because you're ending out the... You can't get a world if you're repeating the same shit. You're going to feel wholeness here. Ten of Cups. But with perfect. So even the universe is saying outcome wise, I think there's going to be a lot of power and action. Yes. But you guys, I think, are going to both be very observant of what's going on. But it is going to lead to a 10 of Cups. But I think you're finally ready to not just lead with emotion anymore. There's intelligence. You're both going to have, and patience towards one another. But a lot of power and action as well. But security, stability, marriage, happy family, fairy tale ending, lasting relationship, home. That was the Lovers there. I want one more for that. Perfect. So that's what you come into synergy with, what you're working towards now. So the 5. But the silver lining, you're finally going to see the silver lining. Why this all had to be done. That you were always building and strengthening those 2 cups behind you. That you needed this time to both spread. You're going to see a lot of change here. Okay. Which is beautiful. But you're not going to rush it. So this is a really, really nice spread. I just personally... Temperance, patience. You just need to, whatever, again, just advice, whatever comes before the moment of feeling peace and serene, it's not time. You'll know when it's time because you'll have a different energy approaching this. Okay. All right, let's get you guys. X marks the spot. There could be something coming in 10 days. Whoa. What? Oh my God, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Striking message. Trust your intuition. ducks. They could, this is coming out all the time. You could have a memory with ducks, or B, you could have a memory with ducks, or ducks could be a significant sign. Trust in the divine right now. Oh my God, I just noticed you got the red thread that came out. How did I just notice that? Trust your red thread. Beach memories or seashells, Aphrodite. See seashells as Aphrodite. Flowers, they could turn up. I remember I used to always see this. It just came to my mind. It's like I used to see a person turn up with like a bouquet so big. They were like, hello. Like it was that big. That's what I'm seeing in my mind again. But flowers could be a big memory for you guys. Citrine, good luck, good fortune awaits. Lapis lazuli, communicate. The Hamza hand, protection. You could have just bought one of them. EYOJMO, P and N. Candle wax, black, protection. I don't even know what that is. It looks like a little J. Okay. It's like a dried flower stem or something. You could dry out flowers. Important birthdays, memories, dates. 10th of the 6th, 6th of the 10th, 15th of the 6th, 15th of the 3rd, 18th of the 3rd. 18 is important number-wise. 3 by itself, 13th of the 11th, 13th of the 1st, 1st of the 11th, 11th of the 1st, 7th of the 1st, 1st of the 7th. All right, my loves. I love you guys and have an amazing day.